Hey guys, DJ here with GameTime Michigan, and it is my pleasure to crown one of our semi-regular players here, Adam Teshuba, AJTBLS Online, as the GameTime presents GOAT Grand Prix Detroit 2024 champion.
Let's go!
So we're gonna get into the deck and the matchups and everything about it, but really quickly, let's just for those that don't know, some people do live under a rock. So go ahead and talk a little bit about yourself, what got you into GOAT, your accomplishments, things like that, Adam. Take it away.
Okay. Thank you for having me. Thank you very much for hosting, DJ. I love the shop and great event. A little about myself. I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was a young kid. Played until I was 10 years old at my 10-year-old birthday party. My dad, I might have been 9-year-old, he hosted a tournament for all the kids in the block because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very popular. I was born in 95, so the year would be in 2004, and he actually made like a trophy for it. It was like Adam's 9th birthday Yu-Gi-Oh! Champion. It was fun. I didn't end up winning it. The guy who won it, I still know to this day. So that's when I got into it, and then I quit when I turned about 11, so 2 years later. I actually didn't play live GOAT, so maybe I quit when I was 10 and a half or so, and I never returned back to it until I was an adult. I returned back to it in 2018 or 2019. I think it was closer to 2019, and I started off really weak. I just played only GOATs. I didn't play anything else, and I learned the game and was always a Warrior player. Then I switched into Chaos Turbo, and a lot of my success came in late 2021, 2022. I had a killer year, and then 2023, same thing. And this year, I'm doing pretty well as well. So a couple of accomplishments I have. I'm spending a lot of my time now playing Edison, and I'm focusing on Edison and GOATs, but it's hard to mix both my time. Very happy I was able to pull this off, but I love GOATs. GOATs always has my heart, and I feel like a lot of my success comes from being on a team with really competitive people and really good friends. So I'd like to shout out Team 519, Team Safari, and all the other online teams that I've been a part of, and we'll go from there.
So is that what you kind of would attribute kind of like your success and breakthrough to, getting on that team, working with very serious competitive players and going from there, or you got something else, would you say?
I feel like when the team got formed, the 519 team got formed, I came into it very strong already from playing online, but there was a lot of online teams that I've been a part of, like Ring of Destruction and other teams that I was part of, and we got very good at playing online, but in person, very different game. Being on the Team 519 with the guys there, that's helped a lot, play testing at the house and whatnot, so very, very, very helpful.
And right here and here, we can see the fruits of your labor. A couple of very nice trophies. All right, let's get right into the deck. So we know you were playing Chaos Turbo. Let's run through it.
Yep, playing Chaos Turbo, I feel like it's the best deck, especially into a large field. Monsters, we got 21, so I'm just going to do this quite quick.
Yeah, we don't need to spend too much time on standard stuff.
It's standard stuff. So just 21 monsters. The only thing that's not standard in it, even so, it is pretty standard. Here's what happened to these. Oh, there it is a main deck Kaiku. I felt like there'd be a lot of mirror matches today, and this thing put in a lot of work, especially game one. You can get them where they pitch a Sinister Serpent, and you're beating over a Decoy Cheat, and they target your Kaiku, and you can Solemn Judgment in, which was the whole thing that I wanted to set up. So that's going to come out a little later, but this thing was really powerful today.
Happy with it being in the main deck today?
Absolutely. And then Sangan for 21 monsters. 2 upstarts. The spells are quite standard. I did main deck 1 Mind Control. This card has a lot of synergy with Wing Blast when that comes up, because unlike Regeki Break, you're not killing the problem. If it's a set Magician of Faith, you're putting it on top of the deck, and it's just one more card that you could top deck in situations to answer a set card. So this was very powerful today as well. Snatch, Steel Pod, Trinity. I did main deck MST. A lot of people cut it, but this was very good against. This was very good against my round 1 opponent. Very, very good player. He played last turn, and this thing won me the game. So very, very powerful. 3 Trap Dust Shoots. This is probably the best card in GOAT format. I actually would rather open this than open Pot of Greed, going first, of course. Just the hand knowledge and what I can do with hand knowledge is super powerful. You know, of course, there is downsides to this card, but this is definitely, I think, the best card in GOAT format. Best opening card in GOAT format, let's say that, because Pot agreed it's the best card. 2 Wing Blasts, like I said, instead of the Regeki breaks. 1 Solemn, like mentioned from earlier. Ring of Destruction and Mirror Force. I did not run Torrential Tribute in the main deck. I actually didn't run it at all.
Not even in the side deck?
No.
Okay. So
go ahead.
I was going to say, I did want to touch really quickly on the Phoenix Wings, because we always had that debate, Wing Blast versus Regeki break. So let's just get your take on it. Why do you prefer Wing Blast over Regeki?
I've had success with both. This is a very difficult card to play, especially into a large field. Regeki break is much simpler. It's better against burn. It's better against, snatch steal. It's better against breaker. But there are some advanced things that you can do with Wing Blast that Regeki break doesn't offer. And I felt like for an event like today, with a lot of Chaos Turbo mirrors, that this would be a way that it could give me that edge. Spinning a Chaos Sorcerer that you have no materials for, well, you're dead drawing. Spinning a Thunder Dragon, making them draw it back in the end phase. Now they're dead drawing. Spinning a dead Trap Dust Shoot that they set as a bluff. Again, same case scenario. So there are definitely some things you could do with this that are more advanced than Regeki break. So that's why I decided to run Wing today.
Makes sense. All right, let's get to that side deck.
All right. 2 Solemn Judgments. I'm going to say this. I approached this event as I didn't want to respond to a opponent T-set with my own T-set going second. So I'm just going to pick some random cards here. Let's say my opponent opened this, just for people who don't understand, and they're going first in the mirror match. I won game 1, for example, and they open play like this. I did not want to be in situations where I was going to do the same opening play, because you are behind in tempo going second anyways. They drew an extra card. The mirror match is very difficult. So I decided if we were to treat it as in I don't want to respond to his T-set with a T-set, the only other option is to be aggressive and side very aggressively. So this whole side package was designed for going second in the Chaos Turbo mirror match. When you do that, it also hedges for the Warrior matchup naturally because of the cards that are in this. So it was very common that I was siding 10 cards going second, taking out even my Magician of Face, my Dacoichis, my Night Assailants, all of it, putting in Berserker, another Mind Control. We'll break it down. So 2 Solemns, I went to 3 in the mirror match. Book of Moon, it was amazing today. I even put that in the mirror match going second just for other applications. Call of the Haunted, 3 Sakuretsu Armors. I put in 2 for the mirror as well to protect my Swordsman. Another Kaiku, 2 Gorillas, very powerful, going with that same strategy. This guy came in very clutch today, very powerful card. 2 walks for time and for burn. I admittedly did not play against burn once today. I did go to time once, but I did not have this in the deck because we started game 3 at like 24 minutes, so it didn't make sense to me. And the Mind Control and Jinzo, a lot of synergy with Call of the Haunted. Throw it away with Wing Blast, and then you can comfortably set this. You have Jinzo and Call. It's automatic. It's gonna resolve. So that's the list.
Makes sense. So let's talk a little bit about your matchups today. I mean, how did the different games go? What did you end up liking? What would you do different? And overall, how'd you feel about the tournament?
Felt like the tournament was extremely well ran. There were no major hiccups. The rule set was very fair. Everything was as advertised online. There was no major online he said it was going to be 50-minute rounds, and now it's 40 minutes, just a concise time. So it was very well run. The judge calls were excellent. I heard throughout the day everything was just accurate. There were no major errors or any errors at all from what I heard. My round 1 opponent was on. I went 4-0, which would solidify me into the top cut because every X2 made it 6 rounds of Swiss. I played against the last turn, Chaos Turbo, Warrior, lost to Warrior, and then I played against Warrior again. So I played against Warrior all day. It was just all day against Warrior, and then top cut. Top cut round 1 was a bit interesting. What was against round 2? It was against Miguel, I believe.
Miguel was
it was against McGarrett. It was against McGarrett. Yeah. That's a team kill match. We are on the same team, online team. Really brutal, but again, the strategy came in clutch. The game 2 strategy, and then round 3. Then it was against Miguel. Won that one, and then the finals was against a very good online player He goes by Snakes on a Chain, I believe, online.
You were his only loss today. He ran the table outside of the finals.
Yeah, he beat me in Swiss. So we went to a really good Game 5 there, and yeah, that was my whole day. So it was basically playing against Warrior all day.
Really tight final match. Great. If you haven't seen it, would definitely suggest watching it. And then, do you have any kind of like final thoughts or feelings or anything, Adam? Any shout-outs you want to make before I give my outro?
I want to shout out you for hosting it. Shout out to JDZ and the Go community, and then shout out to Team 519, Team Safari, and Team Rhino even. So all those teams, and thank you very much.
Alrighty. And I want to thank Adam for taking his time to sit down with me and do this profile directly after his record-tying third GGP win. And, you know, thank you for taking the time. Congratulations on your win. And for now, at least, the GOAT world runs through Game Time.
Yes, absolutely.